Hi, I'm that Nikki you know. Welcome to the Thursday Colors vlog, episode 4. I made myself some brown butter cookies, and this has been what I've been living off of. And it's like the perfect size for this cup. So, by the time you watch this, I'm going to be like on a plane or in Costa Rica. That's right, I am going to Costa Rica during a pandemic because if I die in this pandemic, I want to at least have gone to Costa Rica. Also, I live in Canada and currently it's like minus 30, something like that. I think with the wind chill, it's like minus 40 or something ridiculous like that. It was actually kind of cool. Today, when I woke up, the branches on all the trees were just like covered in this like white frosty snow. So that was kind of cool. But I've been scared to leave my house because it's very cold. But I do have a full body snowsuit that is really epic and awesome and very warm. Winter has been not terrible. I'm happy that I got to enjoy winter, but also I am so excited to be able to escape winter. I am 33 years old and I have never escaped a Canadian winter. I have had to do this for 33 years. No more. No more. I'm going to Costa Rica and I'm going to see monkeys. I'm going to swim in the ocean. I'm going to eat weird food. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. What I'm actually going to talk about today is I'm going to talk about the next single. The next single is called Miss You. I wrote it a fair few years ago now, and I wrote it on guitar, but I never liked it on guitar. The way that I heard the song in my head was so different from the way I was able to play it, because I just had my voice and a guitar, and that's it. And that's not what the song wanted. There's this idea that songs are like an intentional creation on behalf of the artist. I consider it more the artist is like creatively psychic and hearing the music and trying to like do it as best as they can. So for years I would play Miss You with just my guitar and my voice, and it was all right. But when we sat down in the studio to record Miss You, James set up like a synth station, and I sat down. I think we had just had like a smoke break, got very high, and I had told Frisco to do sort of like a beat that's kind of like the National kind of vibe. I think it was Dan on bass, and we just like got into this zone. I was like leaning into the microphone, and it was a really amazing experience recording the song. And actually there's a story about the vocal recordings. When we were doing the vocals for it, James and I thought we would try it where I would go out into the hallway because it's really like echoey out in the hallway. And you know, all the lights were off. It was late at night. It was like, I don't know, 3 a.m. maybe not that late, maybe close to midnight or 1 a.m. And I'm just in the hallway singing like the backup. That whole experiment didn't really translate too much to the final product, but the thing that did make the cut was while I was doing one of those takes, Dan, who was like Dan Beasy, who was sitting in on the session and hanging out with us, he had to go home. He called an Uber and he had to go. And so he, in the middle of a take, he didn't even like wait for me to finish the, like, you know, the 4-minute song or whatever. he like comes out so you can hear the door open, and he's like apologizing to me that he has to go, and he gives me this hug and leaves. And then I just kept singing, and you can hear him going down the stairs. And when we were doing the mix, we kept it in there, and it was like such a magic part of the song that was just happenstance, but it fits so well because the song is about leaving and goodbyes and missing people, and there was a goodbye, a genuine goodbye captured during the recording process. So of course we kept it in there. It's quiet enough that you can only really hear, a couple words here and there, and the rest is sort of mumbly. And I like it that way. That's probably my favorite part of that song, is when Dan walks in and ruins a take. It has become the goodbye song. Every time that someone in my life is leaving, I'll usually play that song, often to them. So I have all of these memories of goodbyes with that song, and they just accumulate. And then there's this final effect of it being about more than just a single moment. It has echoes and ripples throughout my life. This will always be my goodbye song, unless I write a better one. And actually, when I wrote it, I had no intention of performing it for the person who was leaving. But happenstance made it such that this person was there when I played it for the first time in public. So it really was a goodbye. And now I have my own goodbye. Goodbye to Canada. Goodbye to Turtle Island. So the way that we recorded Miss You, it's now the way that I wanted it to be when I wrote it. That feels so good. Like, there was a time when I thought that maybe it would never sound the way I wanted it to sound. And it would just always be nagging at the back of my mind. I'm really happy that it finally got to reach its final form. So cool. Yes, so Miss You comes out February 4th. So next week, by the time you're watching this, it'll be next week that it comes out. So check it out. You can pre-save from the link below. Buy it if you like. I mean, it's a wonderful song. If I didn't make it, I would probably buy it. Also, last night I worked on my website, and it's totally different now in honor of Miss You and the rest of the album release. I didn't want to keep redoing the website every time I had a single, so I changed the layout in a way that I really like, and I think it's really cool. So if you want to check out my website and tell me that I did a good job, that would be nice. Yeah, so that, Nikki, all the things. Follow for more information and updates as we progress through the album, and I'm going to continue doing these videos every week while I'm in Costa Rica. I'm bringing all of my equipment so that I can do it. So stay tuned for, this is basically going to be a travel vlog now. But I will still talk about the album. I'll just be in Costa Rica, so stay tuned for sunny vibes. Sunny beaches. By the way, since I posted the last episode, I definitely was reminded of things that changed some of my answers. I don't think Baby Driver is actually my favorite action movie, because I think Run Lola Run is a better action movie that I have watched voluntarily many times. I just forgot that counted as an action movie, but it is. It's just also like really trippy.